Hello, and welcome to another Fig Tech Talks. I'm Stuart Campbell, the Principal Consultant at Fig Technology Solutions. If you've ever felt like your career doesn't fit into a neat little box, this one's for you. Today we're talking about a concept that I think is undervalued in the market today, the Expert Generalist. It's not a buzzword, it's not just a nice to have. In today's complex digital environments, generalists aren't just useful, they're critical. Recently, Jason Kotke linked to a piece from Martin Fowler and the ThoughtWorks team on this idea, and it hit home. Because like a lot of people, I've been dropped into the jack of all trades, master of none bucket more times than I can count. But here's the thing, the best solution and enterprise architects I've worked with weren't the ones who'd spent 10 years buried in a niche tool. They were the ones who could step back, connect dots across disciplines, and ask the right questions when it mattered most. They brought context, and that's not something that jumps out of a keyword search in a CV or is captured by a certification. According to the ThoughtWorks team, expert generalists tend to show 6 qualities: curiosity, collaboration, customer focus, a preference for fundamentals, a blend of specialist and generalist skills, and most importantly, empathy for other domains. So let's break that down. Curiosity. These are the people who aren't satisfied with the surface layer. They're the ones still digging into a support ticket long after everyone else has walked away. They question the vendors. They ask the devs why that architectural choice was made. They challenge assumptions, even, especially their own. Collaboration. Expert generalists don't act like they know everything because they know that they don't. Instead, they know who to ask. They've built the network. They're the connector in the middle of the org chart, the person who knows the answer to the question you have. Customer focus, or really what I like to think of as an outcome focus. These are the people who just get things done. They might not know exactly how yet, but give them the goal, the autonomy, and access to the right people, and they will get it done. It's not about knowing everything, it's about figuring it out and delivering what matters. Fundamentals. Trendy tools come and go, but expert generalists learn the underlying principles. They think in terms of patterns, systems, trade-offs. They zoom out. They see the whole chessboard. Blending depth and breadth. They might not be a deep expert in everything, but they know enough to go deep when needed and know when to bring in someone who's sharper in that domain when they don't know what to do next. It's not jack of all trades, it's T-shaped. It's the ideal member of an agile team. And lastly, and most importantly, empathy for other domains. They understand why UX is asking for this change in the model. They know why the DBA thinks that's a terrible idea. They act as a translator across disciplines and across roles. They ask the hard questions. Sometimes they might come across as being negative, but really they're trying to help, put a spotlight on a problem before it becomes a problem for the business. So why does this matter? Because in a world that's moving fast and breaking everything, context is a differentiator. David Epstein's book Range lays it out well. Generalists are more likely to innovate because they cross-pollinate ideas. He references a study on 3M's Carlton Award winners. Think of it like 3M's internal Nobel Prize for innovation. The winners weren't the siloed specialists. They were the ones who combined knowledge across fields. And that's the real power of expert generalists. They unblock teams. They zoom in and zoom out. They give your specialists the environment they need to succeed. They focus on the outcomes, not on the org charts. So, how do you spot one? First, learning. Ask what they're reading, watching, researching. They'll have an answer. Doing. They're in the background of half the projects on your roadmap, supporting, connecting, shipping. Explaining. They're the ones the business teams turn to explain why the system works the way it does, without the jargon. They bring clarity. So next time you're hiring an architect or tech lead, ask yourself, do you really need 10 years in technology X or Y? Or do you need someone who's curious, adaptable, and can bring context to your already talented team? Because in my experience, it's the expert generalists that keep the wheels turning and help the whole team win. Thanks for your time today. All the links I referenced are in the description below, along with links to our socials. If this resonated with you, drop a like or a comment. And if you're an expert generalist, I'd love to hear your story. So please hit us up on Blue Sky, Mastodon, or Threads. Until next time, keep asking questions. See you later.